is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness, where the wildlife is crazy around here. From lovely Stockholm, one of my favorite cities in the world, and we're having an Indian summer here in the middle of autumn, and it's just been absolutely wonderful. So what's the tool for today? Well, what would happen if you didn't have to be perfect any longer? What if you no longer had to prove that you were right? What if you no longer had to worry about being wrong and having made a mistake? And what if it were okay? You know, the beauty of consciousness, the definition of consciousness that we have in Access Consciousness is where everything exists and nothing is judged. Imagine if that were true about you and for all the choices that you've ever made. I've had some interesting conversations and realizations lately, you know, conversations with people where they said, wow, you know what, when you said this or did this, I felt this way, and I went, wow, you know what? I'm really sorry. I screwed up. Because what if you didn't have to be perfect? And in recognizing that and in acknowledging that to these different people, the conversations that have occurred over the last few days have really opened up my world to a space of gratitude, space of vulnerability that wasn't there before. And you know how it is when you have an interaction with somebody and it may not go the way you wanted it to, or you feel bad about it, you feel guilty about it, or you get angry with them, or they get upset with you, and all that sort of stuff that we live with in this world. What I found is if you don't have to have that standard of perfection, and if you don't have to try to order that into existence and make that the order of your world, all of a sudden a different possibility opens up that's actually kinder and gentler to you and everybody else you know. So how many standards of perfection are you using to create the judgment of you and others that you are choosing? You may want to sit down for that one. Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. One more time, how many standards of perfection are you using to create the judgments of you and others you are choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And one more time, how many standards of perfection are you using to create the judgments of you and others you were choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So think about it just for a moment. Just think about maybe 3 people that you have an upset with going on. And just ask if they would be willing to receive a phone call where you call them, or maybe an email or text or however it is you communicate, where you go, hey, you know what? I said this, and I'm sorry. I screwed up. And, you know, acknowledge it's really tough not being perfect sometimes, and I'm sorry I tried to hold on to the rightness of my point of view, but I would like to let you know that I'm really sorry. I truly apologize, and what can I do to make up for the damage done? And you might also add, what would it take for you to know that I care about you? Because one of the things that happens is when you do something where you create an upset in somebody's world, their belief is that you don't care about them. And oftentimes we create upsets in the world of the people we care most about because we have so much charge on trying to do things right and trying to do things perfect. So run this process. What invention am I using to create the judgments of me and others I am choosing? And look at 3 people where if you contacted them and apologized for not being perfect and didn't have to hold on to the rightness of your point of view, that it would actually make your world and their world better. Now, not everybody's going to be willing to receive it. Some people are going to still be angry and upset with you, but that's okay. Maybe you don't want to call those people. Maybe you don't want to text or email those people. Find the people that are actually going to be grateful for the vulnerability that you found in apologizing and connect with them. Guaranteed it'll make your life a greater place. So, if you didn't have to be perfect, what else could you choose? So, this is me from lovely Stockholm. Thank you so much for being on the planet. Thank you for being part of the Tour of Consciousness. And what if you, truly being you, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? I so look forward to meeting you in person someday. Bye-bye.